local kitchen fishing. Welcome to today's video. Best crop. G'day guys, welcome back to another video and thanks for joining us. I'm here with Dad tonight, and if you've seen our videos in the past, you'd know that we love chasing whiting. They're one of our favourite fish. They fight hard, they taste great, and they're fairly simple to catch most of the time, so they're a great fish to target. Now, recently we've been fishing around the sandbanks in the lower estuary, and while we've been getting a few feeds, they have not been very big fish, and you've had to go through hundreds of tiny little fish, undersized fish, just to get a feed. It's been really frustrating us. We figured we might come up the rivers here, which on the Gold Coast are renowned for having really nice sized whiting. So that's the plan tonight. We're going to try and get some of those and hopefully some good numbers as well. So that's our plan, and that's where you're joining us right now. Yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. Of course, I'll also be talking you through our baits, rigs, you know, all that sort of stuff, how we're catching them, so you can go try and do it yourself. So yeah, fingers crossed it helps you, and if it does, please oh, I've got a fish, hang on. If it does, please subscribe, like the video, comment. I love talking to you guys, and share it with your mates if you think it could help them. I'm just going to try and catch this fish. But yeah, see you in the footage. I'll take you back to the start of the night. Hold that. Yep.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, you got that one. I'll put this down. No. Yeah. Well, that's a good start. There you go, guys. Not a bad first fish. So Dad just got that one. We're gonna finish tying up. We got a couple more rods to do and hopefully get a few more of these. And I'll talk to you about what we're doing, but that's not a bad way to start the video. So as you can see, we lay our rods down and watch for a bite. Sometimes they'll just run off with it, but other times you have to be patient like this, wait for them to eat it, and then set the hook.
Got him. Hold on. That'll be a whitey.
Yeah, a bit like one.
Good one too.
Yeah, not a bad one.
You want the net maybe? A good fish? Oh, real good fish. Well done.
There you go, guys. That's an absolute cracker of a whiting. It's my first one of the night. That's the second one now for us. Still getting tied up. Every time I go to tie a knot, I get a bite. So anyway, that's all right. Very nice.
Got him.
Guys, I think I found the secret to catching whiting. You just got to tie lines all night. Because every time you go to tie a knot, they jump on. There's another one, guys. Not as big as the others, but hey, still a great whiting. I think a little bit of bread and butter, he's going to go down just fine. So we'll get him off, put another bait on. I literally just cast this rod, so that's interesting. Anyway, not bad at all. So at this point, Dad and myself had a double hookup, and I thought it would be a good idea to rub it in that my fish was bigger. There we go. There's a couple coming in quite quick. Hate to say it, Dad, but mine's a little bit bigger.
The night is young.
I definitely spoke too soon though, because the very next cast, Dad hooked an absolute behemoth of a fish.
I'm hoping this is a whiting fish here.
Alright guys, so I'm still tying up the last line. I think we've got about 5 at the moment already. And Dad's on again. He had to grab my rod because I couldn't get it. It's going like a whiting, isn't it?
Maybe just get the net work.
Come here. That'd be nearly 40.
That'd be 40. Now everybody, that's a whiting. Oh, and look at that, it has just dropped off. How lucky can you get?
Lucky we got the net. There's a tip for you when you're catching these big whiting. Get the net. It just broke the tackle box, eh?
Oh.
It's a heavy whiting.
Hey!
Dad's pants just fell
I was
down.
just getting dressed, everybody. Luckily I still got the shorts on.
Look at that.
I was just getting my long pants on when that fish hit.
That, I can't actually get my hand around that. I'm going to measure that quickly because
No
that's
wonder
a-
it could hit.
Everybody,
I'll just get my pants on. Don't mind me, everybody. I'm catching 40 centimetre whiting while that's happening. Over 40.
That's 41. Flip on. 41. That's a stonker of a whiting. It's broken the lid off the tackle box. Far out, man. That is an absolute cracker of a whiting. 41 centimeters and very, very solid and healthy. How good's that?
Very good.
All right, we'll keep going. I'll just cast that back in the same spot.
Go. Hit him. Hit him. Hopefully it's a whiting.
There's another one, guys. Halfway through the fight. Oh, look how I've hooked it. Might have been a bit lucky. I've hooked him on the outside of the head.
That doesn't count.
Now, something to mention is whiting are 100% a schooling fish. So sometimes they can go off the chew for a little bit, but then a school will come through and you'll get some bites more consistently. And that's what you're about to see happen here. All of a sudden, we just start getting a fair few bites in a really short period of time. Well, that's the first fish on that rod. Dad's side of the boat has been very quiet, but that's not bad at all. And they've gone off the chew a little bit for the last, what would you say, 20 or hour? Yeah. So they slowed down a lot, but we've picked up the odd one or two. That's a very nice one. And he's off.
That's the second one I've hooked like that.
So we're going to look after these because we're keeping them for a feed. So we're going to bleed them and put them straight in a nice slurry, which we've done with all the others, but yeah, I haven't been showing you. But yeah, we bleed them even with these whiting. Fair bit of blood comes out of them, and when you fillet them, the fillets are just perfectly clean white chunks of meat. It's just amazing. So anyway, but that's a very nice fish. Look at the size of that. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's right. On. Yeah. Oh.
So that's the one. I literally just finished talking about that last fish, and this is the one that we drop over the back of the boat. On. Big. Lovely. So you can sit there for ages without a bite, and then all of a sudden you have two on the floor of the boat at the same time. It's just crazy. But they do travel in schools, so it makes sense, I guess. But anyway, we'll sort these two out, get two baits back out. Hopefully have two more fish in a second.
Good fish. Everybody? Yeah.
Well, once again, just turn the camera off, get another one. So that's now 3 on the floor of the boat. That's what happens when they start to bite all of a sudden. It's good fun. I'm going to be quick because I want to get another one out there, but there you go. Not all monsters, but there's a couple mixed in, but all very solid fish. No just legals, that's for sure. So very nice.
Ready?
Yep.
I'll do that fish.
Shit. Well, that was lucky, guys. That one fell off and flopped down into the back of the boat. So, but I'll hold that one up in a sec because that is another cracker. That one. They're starting to come on a bit. That's probably 4 or 5 bites in about as many minutes. There we go, there's that one, guys. As I said, all solid fish, and that's why we decided to come up here tonight, because we were sick of catching 100,000 undersized fish down around the sand flats. So anyway, they've started to bite again all of a sudden a little bit, so hopefully they keep going. Now you may remember that I was rudely interrupted by a fish while I was doing the intro to this video. So here's that one. Hold that. Yep.
Ready?
Yep. Well, there we go. I was actually just filming the intro for the video, and of course, as I do, we get a bite. As soon as you go to do something in this boat, you get a bite, I swear. So anyway, definitely not complaining. That's another nice one. He swallowed that hook down, so.
There you go. Not bad. Yeah. Yeah, good one.
Well, how did I call that for not big? It's really weird, guys. There's a school out Dad's side of the boat, and we're just casting both lines out there. These three are sitting over here doing absolutely nothing, but every cast we're getting a bite, sort of thing. So that's a better quality one. I actually called that and said it doesn't feel very big. It's a nice one. Look at this. It's got someone else's hook in its butthole.
Show people that.
So this brim that I just caught, I thought it had a bit of seaweed hanging off it, and when I went to pull it off, I realised it was stuck, and that is someone else's hook in its butthole, the poor fella. Jeez. They are very good quality fish when they're coming in, guys. You can see how they fight hard in that current with their big tail. Look when they have their fins up like this, imagine that in the current. It's crazy, so much fun. Alright, well that brings us to the end of the session. What a cracking session. As you would have seen there at the end with all those whiting laying out on the cleaning table, we ended up with 30, so that's a few great feeds for our family, and because we bled them and looked after them, those fillets are just absolutely beautiful. We've actually already eaten some, and man, they are just amazing. So that's one of the reasons we love fishing for them, to enjoy it with the family at the dinner table. Now, a lot of people usually ask what sort of gear we're using. So in terms of our rod and reel, we're using a light whippy rod with a soft tip so you can see those bites and the whiting don't feel it, feel pressure when they pick up the bait. So that's really important. And we're pretty much running straight through 8-pound mono, mainline and leader. Now the bait we use is just yabbies, which we pump from the sandbanks. A lot of people swear by worms and say that you can only catch them on worms, but that's not true. We only ever use yabbies, and we catch just as many or more than other people. But of course worms do work as well. So if you don't believe us, get some yabbies, put them out and have a go yourself. The whiting absolutely smash them. Thanks so much for watching this far into the video. If you have, I really appreciate you guys, and I appreciate all the support that you guys give me. It's why I keep making the videos. So yeah, thanks so much. Stay tuned, there's plenty more to come, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.